Doctor, my eyes. Tell me.
Well, whether he is here to help doctor up your sick plants or like today, doctor up your sick and edible natives, the plant doctor is in with his prescription to help your greens grow.
Yes, Stephanie, what we're going to do today is we're going to explore native plants that are edible, that are actually good for you. They may not taste like anything that you want to eat, some of them, but some of them are really good.
Well, here's my rule, though. If you don't like the way something tastes, but you know it's good for you, sometimes you should just eat it anyway. Right?
Yeah. But let's
benefits.
Let's start with the kunti first, may I?
Yes, please.
You see this this is going as a ground cover along roadways in your garden.
Okay, yeah.
And essentially the Indians, the Calusa Indians that used to live here and throughout Florida, they used to take this. You see, this is on the ground right here. And of course, they probably didn't have the tool I have. You cut this off like this, and this is what they call, it's almost like a tuber from a potato. You can see that right there?
Yeah.
And if you cut this off...
Cutting all of it off, huh?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It was a pretty plant.
Yeah, it was a good plant. It was really healthy. It's not...
Nice and green.
Yeah, I'm cutting some of the roots off. And now, we don't call this the tuber, but we call it the cordex. They used to take this, and if I cut it open here...
Has some muscle there.
Yeah. Cut it open.
Yeah,
this is a starchy substance, and this is what they used to make flour out of.
No
Can you
kidding.
see that right there?
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah,
wow.
real starchy. I dug this up yesterday. So this is kunti. It's a native, starchy stuff, edible.
Very cool.
Okay.
I never would have thought.
Yeah, well, that's what you got. Now, what I want you to look at now, this is not quite right, but you see this as a hedge and as a tree all over.
What are these?
Sea grape, and you can see why they call them sea grapes.
Yeah.
So in about another month, this will be ripe. Also edible.
Where do these grow? But
They
just
grow
everywhere?
Everywhere. They're native throughout South Florida,
never
the
seen
Caribbean.
these yet. Okay.
Yeah, and you just drive around and pay attention. But these are sea grapes.
What do these look like when they're ready to eat? Because they're not quite ripe yet, are
No,
they?
they're not quite ripe. They actually look...
Oh, so they get very dark in color.
Yeah, this is not them now. These are real grapes right here.
Ooh.
These are muscadine grapes. I picked these up along the roadway.
Ah.
And these are actually ripe. And you can see why this is the
Are these ready to
sea
eat?
grape. And these are ready to eat. They won't get any bigger. You can see they've changed colors. You want to take one?
You know what? Okay, I will. Of course I
Yeah,
will.
go ahead.
Try these babies.
What do you think?
I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it just tastes like grapes from the store.
They are grapes.
Oh.
And they're muscadine grapes. They're free grapes if you wanted to forage. So this is the old thing we used to do in the past. I hope you don't mind me throwing it down here.
Forget grocery shopping. All you have to do is drive down the road and pick the
And
plants.
pick them up. Okay, this is another variety of grapes. They call this here the Calusa grapes. Right here, a little smaller, probably not as good as the muscadine. But this is a grape. When you drive along the highway, the back of this leaves off this is kind of silvery, but they're good grapes, okay?
Do they get pretty big, or is this the...
Not much
'cause I see
bigger.
they look like they're getting ripe right here.
Right, not much bigger, but they're not the preferred grape. You can't imagine they have people that breed these things and they get bigger. Here's something I want you to try. I hope we have enough time. This is what... Do we have enough time?
We do. Let's do this.
This is the cocoa plum, and these are
Cocoa
what you
plum.
see as hedges all over the place.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? I had these in my yard.
And
I didn't even know what
normally-
they were. Thanks to you, now I do.
Normally, we don't grow them that long, and we cut them off before they flower and fruit. But I want you to taste one of these right
I'm
here.
excited
These are
because
big.
I do. I have these growing in my yard.
Now, some of them don't taste as well
Are
as
they
others.
should I put
so
the
don't
whole...
spit on me. Put the whole thing in your mouth.
Maybe I'll turn this way.
And don't swallow the big seed. There's a
Oh,
big
there's
seed.
a big seed.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
What am I supposed to do with this seed?
Just, well, I don't know.
Really, no.
Spit it on the
It's
floor.
actually really good.
But actually, I don't know why we don't use these. These are actually I think they can be used in salads. They can be sold
They're
in the
delicious.
supermarket.
They have a really sweet,
and they grow all
soft
over the
taste.
place. Yeah, these are cocoa plum.
I think there's a lot of people that might have them in their yard too, like me, and don't even know it.
They're all over the place. You drive down the road, you see them as hedges, neat hedges.
Rose is a good privacy bush.
Exactly,
/ produce.
exactly.
Can't go wrong.
Here's something that nobody wants to eat, but it is edible. This is called pineapple right here.
Now, why don't we want to eat it?
Because it doesn't taste good.
Uh-oh, but is it good for you?
I don't know. I've only ate it a couple of times.
Usually if it's a fruit, it is, right?
But it does smell nice. At least for me, it smells nice. Yeah. These are not quite ripe yet, but they get about twice as big as this. This is pineapple. It grows in the swamp, but you can grow it in your yard too. These are trees, and so This it's a relative of the sweet sop, the sour sop, same kind of deal. Native.
We are out of time now. I know.
Goodness, I wanted to show this lightning strike, and you can also eat this.
Oh, you can eat this
Royal
too.
Palm.
Okay. All right. Royal Palm. Don't forget more from the plant doctor. As always, on our website. We love it when you're here. Thank you for educating us today. Don't cut your palm down
just to eat it.
Thank you so much. Men trends. Up next, how more and more men are finding their fountain of youth by going in for a little nipping and tucking. Stay with us.